Go ahead.
Warning: the following is ideally probably maybe not suited for children. Uh, with that said, maybe usher any little ears out, assuming you're playing us out loud, but if, I'm going to take a wild guess and assume that you're not. Anyway, we have opinions, and we are at the very least aware that our opinions are just that, opinions. We don't state them to be fact. We don't pretend that they are factual in and of themselves. We're just very passionate about it. With that said,
Welcome, everyone. We are Far Side of the Pod. My name's Jordan. That was Mikey. He was just speaking to. Say hello, Mikey.
hello.
And we got Caleb.
Uh,
Okay, Tim Allen.
That's like,
I could have done it better. I could have just.
All right. So to get into the podcast today, everybody, we're going to start off talking about something that we forgot to talk about for like the last two podcasts.
Yeah.
So a few weeks ago, about a month ago, Nintendo had their Nintendo Direct where they announced Super Mario Galaxy the movie. Or the Super Mario Galaxy movie, my bad. Um, I think that, we all loved the Super Mario Brothers movie. We all went to the movies together and watched it as a family, reminisced about as a family, had all the nostalgia as a family. So now that we're getting into the movies where we were a little older when they came out, how much more excited are you for this movie and what do you expect to come out of it? Caleb, I'll let you start since you're the bigger Nintendo guy here.
I think it's going to be great. Literally, man, like, I can't tell you the feeling that I got watching the intro of it pushing through the Mushroom Kingdom, and I was like, man, I can't wait to see what this is going to be. And then as it pans up past the clouds, I'm like, I wonder what this is. And when it popped up and it did the intro theme, the main theme, I literally, like, single tear in the eye of, like, the best joy I've ever had as a kid was playing, games with my family and Mario. And so Galaxy is literally my third favorite Mario game of all time. So I'm so pumped for this movie because I was very pumped for the first movie and I loved every single minute of it. It was literally what it was worth the long wait. That's for sure. The second movie, I think, is going to be really good too. I think that since they, proved that they are capable of, doing a video game movie like Mario and making it literally a hit. The very first movie they do is a hit. I think that this movie is also going to do extremely well. What I'm expecting to see from this is I'd love to see. I'm excited to see how they bring Rosalina to life in this because she's my favorite princess out of all of them, and I'm not sure exactly what story they're going to go with. I honestly don't even know if they're going to involve Bowser that much in this. I'm not sure, but I'm certain he'll be involved. I don't know if he's going to be the main bad guy, but I expect that this movie is going to touch up. It's at least going to kind of cruise us through the Super Mario Galaxy universe a little bit because there's two games. So um, my expectations might be a little different from other people's because some people like the second game better, some people like the first. I'm personally like the first one better, but uh, like you said, I'm a huge Nintendo fan. I've always been a Nintendo fan, mostly up until recently. But this movie, I'm really excited for. I think it's going to do well.
Yeah. Mikey, what about you, bro?
I like Gusty Guardian Galaxy. I
Yeah,
like I like the music. I think it's going to be really great. I can't wait to see how excited our niece and nephew can get over it, Jordan.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. For sure.
I know they're going to have a great big blast with it.
Yeah.
But as for me, Mario isn't my favorite Nintendo franchise, but I do love our mustachioed plumber a whole lot. He's a huge piece of my childhood. I it's safe to say it's hard for anyone in our age range to be alive right now and not care about Mario to some extent.
Right.
But I'm right there with Caleb. I'm curious about a few things. I wonder how they're going to do a few things, but for the most part, I'm excited. I want to see what happens. I'm not going to say what I just thought because that is a jinx, is what that is. I'm going to keep that to myself. Yep. Not going to say that. Not going to say that. Going to forget I even thought it. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, don't put that out in the universe.
I think I'm with,
Yep, exactly.
I'm with y'all. I'm excited for the movie, and like Mikey said, Mario's not my favorite Nintendo license. Whatever, mine will always be Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
But I know they're coming out with the live action Legend of Zelda. But one thing I'm hoping of this Illumination world is I'd like to see animated, like Legend of Zelda, animated Star Fox, Metroid, different stuff like that, so we can lead up to have Smash Bros. And it kind of make it like the MCU,
Yeah, I mean they really could do that. That would be pretty awesome.
Like how after the first Smash Bros, we can have more movies come in, more people come in, then we can end up having Brawl or Melee, then Brawl, then so on and so forth. And Smash Bros Ultimate could be the last movie of the franchise type shit.
Maybe I know they say they plan on one more game coming out.
No one more Smash Bros.
Yeah, suppose the rumor is they want it to be called Smash Bros Legacy, and I think that's going to be our final Smash game for like at least a very long time.
Yeah, it's just
that's what I feel. Unless they get too greedy.
It'll be one of those games where they update it for a while.
Yeah, and that's the rumor I heard. It's not confirmed, it's not, but I think some people that were really well regarded in leaks were talking about that it's rumored that that's going to happen. So I mean, that's at least that's something to look forward to, I guess.
Yeah, but no, this movie looks good. I can't remember what day it's set to come out, but I know it comes out next year. So we'll keep.
It's next July.
Okay, so we'll keep some.
I think
that. When the trailer comes out, we'll watch it and we'll talk about it more. So on to the next topic of the day. We're going to talk about a little bit of Doomsday. So we got some rumors and we got some talk that our favorite Spirit of Vengeance is going to be in Doomsday, or at least reportedly rumored to be in Doomsday. Now, we don't know if this is Nicolas Cage's version. We don't know if this is Robbie Reyes from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We don't know if this will be a different Ghost Rider, whether it'll be Johnny Blaze or Robbie Reyes in general. We don't know if this is Nicolas.
Lord,
we don't know what's going to happen with this. So,
Lord, if you hear me, it's the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
I feel like it's too early to have Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it might be too early for now.
I mean, yeah, but a man can dream.
Because if we had Cosmic Ghost Rider, he'd be able to defeat Doom fairly quickly. At least I would think so. But
yeah, you're probably right.
So the one thing I really want to ask y'all about this, if we are getting Ghost Rider, if it's a legacy Ghost Rider, which would you prefer between Nicolas Cage and the guy who plays Robbie Reyes? Or would you prefer it to be... or if we get a new person, if we get the MCU's Ghost Rider, who would you want to be the Ghost Rider, and which Ghost Rider would you want them to be? Mikey, I'll let you go ahead and start on that one.
That's actually difficult for me because I like both Ghost Riders a lot.
Yeah. And I think there's like another one, by the way. There's like, I can't remember the other guy's name though.
Crap. It's literally on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of his name. My lord.
Yeah, I know that's difficult. It's really hard for me to say, bro, because I love Ghost Rider as a character. Period. So
Well, first off, if
God, no disrespect, Robbie, I love you, but there's something about the motorcycle dog.
I think so
Johnny.
too.
I was about to
Yeah.
say Johnny's Ghost Rider is so hard. Like I've put a lot of thought into that, and I think the car, which I lovingly, by the way, call the Hellcat for funds, because I think I'm funny, is rad. Nothing tops the cycle, bro. Because every time I think of Johnny, like every time I think of like Ghost Rider, right? I don't think of Nick Cage. I think of the Carter Slade Johnny Blaze mount up.
Yeah.
Every time. You got one last ride in you. Like the whole horse is like on fire and skeletal too. Every time I'm like, I'm gonna.
Yeah, that scene has always been my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm with y'all. I want it to be Johnny Blaze. I want it to be that storyline. I want to see the motorcycle. I want to see the typical Ghost Rider that we know. And I think what they should do is have about 4 or 5 movies with Johnny Blaze, and eventually, Johnny Blaze either gets out or something happens to him and Robbie Reyes comes in, or we can get talks of Robbie Reyes, give him a series on Disney Plus, something like that. And I don't know, I just feel like we got Midnight Suns coming too, so that's another thing. There's been talks about a Midnight Suns movie, and I heard that they're reportedly talking with Sam Raimi to direct a new movie, and it's not Doctor Strange 4 or 3.
Yeah, I heard about this actually. I think I know which one. I think I know what you're talking about.
So I think that Sam Raimi could possibly be directing Midnight Suns.
That's true.
And I think Midnight Suns is when we're going to get our first look at Blade. Like, we're going to get our official first on-screen Blade, because I think Blade will be a character in the movie. Because I don't think we're going to get... If we're going to see Mahershala Ali's Blade in the MCU, I don't think we're going to see it in his own movie first. With how many delays and how many backtracking it's having. We know that they still want to keep him on as Blade, because in the Marvel Zombies, Blade Knight is literally Mahershala Ali's Blade. Like, it's got his face and everything. So it's like they're still sticking to Mahershala Ali playing Blade. But I think the first time we'll see Blade with their own 2 eyes will either be in Doomsday or Secret Wars or Midnight Suns.
Yeah, that's fair. And what I was going to say about it was, I think when it comes to the Ghost Rider thing, I think that, for me, it's this is what I would like to see happen, and then this is what I think they're going to end up doing. And what I want to see is I want to see a return of Nicolas Cage for that role, but it's where we get him a little older, maybe. And possibly we get a new Ghost Rider at some point later in the series, or later in maybe in Secret Wars, possibly, Secret Wars, possibly.
Right.
And I've seen, I don't know if you've seen some of the rumored picks for who would play the new Ghost Rider, but I still think that Norman Reedus would be the guy for it. Personally, I feel like handing it over to him to let him do it would be an excellent choice. What I think they're going to end up doing is they're going to end up giving us the new Ghost Rider. I don't think they're going to send us on a nostalgia trip, because these 2 movies feel like it's bringing a close kind of to a franchise or to a era, so that the new era can start. So,
right. Well, I think they're going to restart. Like, they're going to completely restart the Marvel Universe after Doomsday. Well, not Doomsday,
yes,
but Secret Wars. I think we're going to get, like, at the end of, like, Apocalypse War, the animated DC movie. They pretty much had Flash do a Flashpoint 2.0 and pretty much change everything again.
Yeah, that's likely. That may not be exactly how they do it, but
no,
I think everybody at this point knows that we're looking at not like a super hard reboot, but we're looking at a complete rebranding of the franchise now in a way, because they have to move on. Actors are moving on with their lives, and they have to, if they're wanting to continue this, they're gonna have to move on in a harder way than they would normally do. But I wouldn't say it's going to be like a super hard reset, because I feel like there's still going to be, to keep the relevancy, they'll probably have callbacks to the previous era.
Yeah. But
I was gonna say I can definitely see RDJ doing something that helps revamp or soft reset the MCU, especially considering he helped start it.
yeah, like it ended with him, and it began with him and ends with him, like that era of the MCU type shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Because
pretty much. Yeah.
Because one thing, like I think that some people will still be coming back, of course, like probably like Kamala Khan and like Kate Bishop, probably Stature,
Yeah.
people like that. But I think it's sad to say this, but I think Shang-Chi's gonna die like quick. Because I heard that like Simu Liu, I heard that Simu Liu, like it didn't take him long to finish filming his part for Doomsday.
I mean, he could die fast, or he could just be like not as involved as we would think he would be.
Right. I don't know.
And that's kind of the hopeful thing on that,
So if a legacy person is coming back, do y'all both say y'all would rather see Nicolas Cage come back, or would y'all like to see the guy? I can't remember his name, but I know he plays Tommy in The Last of Us 2, like the show. So like, but who would you rather see come back, Nicolas Cage or him? Either one of y'all can go. It don't matter. Or there's some odd chance of both of them showing up.
I mean, I think that's one of those, like, that's like being very hopeful that they would do that. And I mean, I'm not ruling it out, but if I had to choose, I probably would say Nicolas Cage, just because the Ghost Rider movies that he did were freaking awesome. They were great movies.
And I hope they make it that his skeleton is like kind of ashed too, like how in Spirit of Vengeance had that burnt look to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was so fire.
Dude, I did too. You're not alone on that. I thought that shit was heat, pun intended.
Like, it doesn't have to be as black and ashy as it was in Spirit of Vengeance. Make sure, like, we still need to see a little bit of the white from the skull, but I want there to be, like, on points of the skull, like, parts on the teeth or whatever, have, like, little, like, burning or charring happening from the fire or something like that. It looked cool. But, so, Caleb, you said that. Oh, Mikey, you said that you would say Nicolas Cage too?
Yeah, I'd pick Nick Cage personally.
So,
I mean, it's just the iconicness of the character that he brought to life with Johnny. He did a great job. I think it's like I said, I think if you're gonna make where there's a different person playing Johnny, like, it's got to be Norman Reedus.
Well, that's what I was going to get into next. I was going to ask who y'all think should play the next Ghost Rider. And I kind of like Norman Reedus, but I feel like Norman Reedus, it goes for my dream pick, because I was going to say my dream pick is Keanu Reeves.
Well, and
he has his own company and everything.
Yeah, well, you see, that may be a conflict of interest, considering what's happening right now.
Right. I know that they're going to do Constantine. But
he said he's already got the second the new draft of the script and is taking it to the executive. So I mean, it could very well happen, and if that does, I don't see him taking on the role of Ghost Rider.
Right. So, one name that I see a lot of, and apparently it's a name that a lot of people like because he really does resemble Johnny Blaze from the comic books. I do have to say that Ryan Gosling. I think it's a name not to like. Yeah, I know he's a typical actor and everything, but I don't think it's somebody that we should overlook. Because I think it could happen.
I mean, I get it. I don't really have any immediate critiques of that. I mean, everyone has a certain kind of like, everybody thinks of something when they think of Ryan Gosling, and everyone always thinks of something different. But I'm not saying anything definitive. I am saying I get it.
Right.
I see it. I see what they're saying. I get it. That's not dismissive. I get it.
Word. All right. So we got anything else to say on this topic? All right. All right.
I don't know.
So I got this special thing for us to do, and we're gonna do one for.
Oh, yeah?
We're gonna try to do one for Ridge too, but we'll decide for him. What fits him. What fits him. So for the majority and the remainder of the podcast, what we are doing, if you have seen the name of the podcast, we are creating our own Power Ranger. And what I mean by that is we're gonna go through morphers from past Power Rangers, we're going to go through suits from the past Power Rangers, and we're going to go through Zords from the past Power Rangers. You get whatever power from this Ranger, you get whatever specials from their Zords, and you get whatever abilities their suits give. Okay, so y'all understand that?
Okay.
So y'all understand what I'm meaning, though?
Yeah, I understand how this game is supposed to be played.
Okay.
In essence.
Okay. So, at first, I think we should start out for Ridge. Because we got to this one we'll have to think about for a second. What specific morpher do you think fits Ridge's style? Like, fits Ridge's vibe? Mikey, I know I'll probably have to have your help more on this one. And this is going to be weird to say, but am I weird to say that the Wild Force morpher fits Ridge?
See, that...
Like, Ridge gives me like Merrick vibes. I don't know why, but he does.
Bro, get out of my head. On God, get out of my fucking head. There ain't no way, because I was like, I don't know, Ridge is kind of giving me like Merrick vibes for real. Like, that's all I was thinking. And you're just like, you know what? I'm gonna steal what Mikey's gonna say before he even says it. It'll be funny.
Yeah, I think Ridge is very Merrick. So I think the Wild Access, I can't remember the name of the morpher, but it's the one that looks like a little golden cell phone right there. So, alright, so now that we got Ridge out the way on that part, Mikey, out of all the morphers, what morpher would you choose to be your morpher? You get you got to do whatever movement they do in the series. That's what movement you do. The morph and everything. It doesn't matter what specific type of ranger you are. This is how you morph, and this is what your morpher looks like.
Okay. Out of all of them that I could possibly choose from, the one I'm gonna go with is the Thunder Ranger morpher from Ninja Storm.
Okay. Which one?
I want that one.
'Cause I think they both do different things. Like, I know you like the blue Thunder Ranger, so.
Well, I mean, personally, I'm picking the Navy, the Navy blue one.
So the Pincer Beetle morpher.
Yes.
Okay. Word. All right, Caleb.
It's a really tough decision because I was actually looking at a couple of them to see which one I felt like fit me the best, and this might sound a little weird, but personally, I do like the Titanium morpher.
Oh yeah, that's a good one, man.
From the Lightspeed Rescue, and I like the blue one too.
The blue what?
The blue, the blue Power Ranger from Lightspeed Rescue.
Oh, we're not to. Oh yeah, I like his suit, but we're not to that point yet.
Yeah, I like his suit. Yeah, I know, but I like his suit a lot. But I think the morphers are really cool.
So, do you like the titanium morpher or the Lightspeed morpher? The titanium one has the MV whatever thing on it.
Yeah, and it's the titanium one.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. So
it is a good one. It's pretty sweet.
That's a good morph scene too.
Man, real quick. Actually, no. Let's keep going. I don't want to double back. I'm not trying to do takes back. Here's what I will do. I was gonna say the Time Force morph sequence is so good. Though.
Oh yeah.
It's so good though. It's so good. I just wanted to throw that out there. That's what I wanted to do. I want to gush about it. I'm not trying to take these backsies. No.
Let's see. This is hard for me. Yeah, there's a few good ones. That is just cool. I think I think I'm gonna go with Mikey. I'm going with the Crimson Thunder.
Really nice.
I just think it's, I kind of like the wind morph sequence. It's fair and simple. I like the simple morphs. I like the simple morpher look. It's not too much. It looks nice on the wrist. I almost wanted to go I was between three. I was between the Dino Thunder Brachial Morpher, the one with the key.
Mm-hmm.
I was between that one, the Crimson Thunder, and the Mighty Morphin Morpher.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly am surprised you didn't pick the Mighty Morphin.
And
that
honestly shocked me.
I should have cheated and said the Master Morpher, but no, I think to be.
And here I was assuming the Master Morpher was off limits.
It is. That's why I said.
Well, and I feel stupid too because I saw one earlier that I was like, man, honestly, I would have picked this one, and it was the Cosmic Morpher. That one's pretty sweet too.
Oh, yeah, the new ones, they're not bad.
Yeah, the one on the bracelet. Yeah, it's really cool design,
But I think what's cool is me and Mikey always correlate each other with the Thunder Rangers. So it's like I like how the morphers match, but their sequences are slightly different. Like they're the same call out and everything, but different, just slightly different movements. And it's very pleasing to the eye to watch the actors do it together. So I think it's a cool thing, and it's the most intimidating duo in the franchise. So I think I got to go with the Crimson Thunder Rhino Beetle Morpher or whatever. It's cool shit. So, on to the next part of this. We're going to talk about our suit. Now, we don't have to specifically say like a specific Ranger suit and we have to wear that suit, right? We can be a specific, if we want it to be, we can take elements from different suits if we want. So like, for instance, if you want to have like Cam's switch siding helmet and have, Draken's, the Solaris Knight from Mystic Forces cape and shield. If you wanted that with, Cam's helmet, you can do that. You get what I'm saying? Like you can mix match stuff on it to make it your own personal suit. So I think for Ridge, I like Merrick's helmet, but I don't think it's fully Ridge's style. I think Ridge would probably choose a helmet that almost resembles Trent's from Dino Thunders. The edgy red with the white.
Once again, I was thinking the same shit.
But
I was like, Ridge would probably really fuck with Trent's helmet.
Like not the same color. I think he would still keep the white. No, I think Ridge would probably change it to like a chrome, to like a silver. So think of like Merrick's colors, but with the same helmet as Trent. And honestly, you can go ahead and probably say the majority of the suit Trent. I don't think there would be much of the edgy black parts on his. It would be more, was predominantly kind of like the Wild Force, where, you know, silver helmet, where the red is on Trent's face is that dark blue or black with the dark blue trim. And, you know, the shield, it'll be just straight silver with a gold trim. Like, different shit. Like, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing, but without all the edgy parts and, like, kind of mixture of the both suits. I think that's very rigid style. I think that's cool. Mikey, you go ahead with yours.
See, because I was thinking specifically Trent's visor on his helmet is what I'm thinking. But oh man. Okay. All right. Man, now that I'm really thinking about it, I'm like, So I think for I like Cam's dual helmet a whole lot.
Yeah.
But I think personally for me, I'd pick if I could, I'd pick Trent's visor.
Yeah.
And maybe keep it like on the on the blue, on the Navy Thunder Rangers helmet.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I kind of see it.
You know, if that's too whack, I really dig, like, something I like about the Thunder Rangers compared to the Storm Rangers, right, is the fucking shoulder pads.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is that I'm liking the shoulder pads. Something tells me if I'm a Power Ranger and I shoulder check somebody with them things, I'm gonna feel so good about myself for it.
Yeah.
I just know I can feel it. That's gotta feel so good. Honestly, but for the rest of my suit and style, I really like In Space a lot. I really like In Space. So I don't know if I'd want their, like, you know, their full emblem or something, but I definitely dig their style of boot and the belt.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, you know, if I had to pick a general theme, so, you know, if I'm keeping Trent's visor, Thunder Ranger helmet, Thunder Ranger shoulder pads, boots and belt from In Space, the last thing I'm probably gonna do and really want is, dang, I'm trying to think of the, like, honestly, no, I can't think of anything else. I would just modify the Thunder Ranger outfit with those things. That's what I'd do. Okay. And as far as color scheme goes, I might swap that navy blue for like a really nice burnt orange, like a blood orange or something.
Okay, word.
I feel like that'd be heat. Keep the rest of the color scheme.
Yeah.
But swap that navy blue for like a bloody burnt orange. Yeah.
All right, Caleb, what you got, bro?
Well, you know, so there's a lot of notable suits that are really, really cool from different, you know, shows. For me, you know, for me, some of my favorite suits designs came from like Power Ranger Zeo. Now, I really liked the Green Rangers specifically. Yeah. His suit, and not his helmet, but his suits. You know.
Yeah.
I really like the suits; they look good. But you know, this is gonna sound weird, but there's only one decent suit in Power Rangers Jungle Fury, and that's the White Rhino.
Oh, yeah.
To be real,
like the geese.
Yeah, that one's. Yes, that one looks sick, especially with the mask. You know, with the helmet on, it looks cool. Pretty sick. That's like the one. But if I was gonna start with like the suit, I would definitely probably, like, for me, it's gonna sound weird, but I really like the Power Rangers Ninja Steel suits.
Okay, yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad.
Yeah, they're not bad. It's kind of like a cheaper take on like the Ninja Storm, but with, you know, in a way. I kind of like the helmet, but if I was to really pick, I would probably swap that helmet for the Ninja Storm helmet.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and then for like the boots,
Can I ask which Ninja Storm helmet? Like, give me a visual. Are you thinking of the original three, like yellow, blue, red, or were you thinking like Cam's helmet?
Blue, because I don't like it to be too multicolored. I like it to kind of, if I was to have a suit, I like it to be like to show that one bold color and have like a.
No,
like I was just thinking, I was thinking like helmet style.
Yeah, he's like it's the shape.
Like the
blue Ranger.
I'm thinking that.
I was about to say you do.
Well, okay, I mean, honestly, I don't know.
The Blue Ranger.
Either the Blue Rangers or the. That. Yeah, it's either. Well, I mean, I like the shape of the helmet; it's cool. But maybe the Red Ranger's like style is a little better because the visor looks, I think, a little better.
So you want? Okay, I'm saying it. Like Jordan said, in Ninja Storm that the Blue Ranger is like more of an aqua blue, and it's a she is a she.
Yes,
but I'm just trying to get it sorted in my head, really. So that kind of like nice aqua blue, but take Red Ninja Storm's helmet and visor.
Yes, but color match the blue from Ninja Steel, to that aqua blue.
Okay. I'm picking up. Now.
Yeah, you see what I mean there. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. And like boot wise, if I was to go like, because I'll say this.
Go ahead and choose a weapon too. Go ahead and choose like what weapon you would use to. I'll go back to you, Mikey, after.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's all good.
Oh, I haven't really thought about that, honestly. Oh, that's a tough one, dude. You really put me on the spot here.
Well, Mikey, real quick, if you had to choose a weapon to go with your whole get-up, what would you choose? Like your one special weapon. Not talking about like a blade blaster, like your one special weapon.
The one special weapon that is my Ranger designated.
And remember, it's like based on like a previous Ranger, so like not creating your own. It's like out of all of the special Rangers, which special weapon would you choose? But you can change, like if it's air, you can change it to fire if you want to or whatever, but kind of correlate with the same, things that they do,
Wild Force Black Ranger's axe.
The Wild Force Black Ranger's axe?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking? I mean, because that's what I'm thinking.
Caleb, what you got?
I'm thinking that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're on point, Mikey. I said that for you.
And you're talking like a special weapon, right?
Right, like how like the Red Ranger has the power sword, the Green Ranger has the Dragon Dagger, the White Ranger has Saba. Going down later in line, the Zeo Ranger 5 has the sword, and the Turbo Red Ranger has the sword, and the Black Zeo Ranger has the tray of Triforia staff, shit like that.
This is gonna sound like cheap when I say this, like cheating in a sense, but I really do like the Golden Power Staff.
Golden Power Staff?
Yeah.
Which one's that from?
The one that shoots the one shoots the energy, the energy beams out and everything.
From which Power Rangers?
Out of that one, I'd say probably the Red Ranger's one on that one.
I'm meaning like what out of you're saying the Gold Power Staff? Which Power Ranger is that from?
Oh, which one is that from?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like we're choosing from past Sith Rangers' weapons, not creating our own. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, kinda. Let me see which one I like best here.
Here, I'll go ahead and say my stuff while you think about yours. I'll come back.
Yeah, go ahead and do that because I'm still deciding.
So, first things first, I'm gonna start with the suit, the bodysuit. I think I want to specifically choose which style of bodysuit I want because I don't want to look whack. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I think I'm gonna go with the body style, like the bodysuit that sticks to my suit. I want that to be the Draken style. And that Draken style is just plain. It's just a straight color. There's no special anything. It's just a flat morph suit to the body. And I think I want to take the color black. I think black would be my color. I think I would keep the boots, the boot style of. Let's see. You know, I would keep the boot style of Mighty Morphin. I don't know if I would keep the diamond shape per se, but like the way the boots look, I would keep the Mighty Morphin style. And I say for the gauntlets, like my wrist area, I think I would go with the same thing with the Mighty Morphin style. Don't know if I'd have the diamond shape per se. But instead, for the power shield, right? It wouldn't be the Dragon Shield. It wouldn't be Cam's weighted shield pads. It wouldn't be the Thunder's power shield. It wouldn't even be Trent's power shield. I think I would choose the Black Zeo Ranger's power shield.
Okay.
But I would choose Draken's version of it when he goes Evolution 3. I would choose that specific version of the power shield.
Hmm.
And because, I mean, I can't remember exactly what it did, but I remember Draken's power shield, like his regular one, it makes him quicker, it gives him it makes him stronger, it gives him more power, whatever. Like this, so I think the same thing goes for the Zeo shield as well, the shield Triforia, whatever. So I think I would pick that as my shield, and I would think instead of gold, I think I would make it like a platinum color.
Okay.
I think my helmet. This is important. This is an important part here. I think it would be a mixture helmet. I think, you know, it would have to look a little different, have a different shape to it. So I'm going to mix some shapes here to get with the flow. Okay, so I'm brainstorming here for a second. Okay, so my helmet would have to be the White Ranger helmet. Like the Mighty Morphin White Ranger helmet.
Okay.
But have the colors be alternate to black and platinum. And we would have like rose gold undertones. So it wouldn't be just like flat platinum and black. There would be like the little accents would be like a gold, like a rose gold color.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I see it.
And my weapon per se, I think my weapon would have to be that's cheating. I ain't gonna say that. I can't really say, like, you know how Draken has the dragon dagger and Saba, so I can't really say that. I would still go with Saba. I'd probably go with Saba as my special weapon because Saba isn't just a sword. You know, it's an intellectual being.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, to have that as a companion would be cool, and, you know, have like the black colored Saba with the platinum and the rose gold, I think would look sick. Yeah, so Caleb, going back to you with your weapon, what would you choose for your weapon?
So yeah, I probably would choose the Golden Power Staff if I was gonna. But the which one I would choose, the whose would probably be Jason. When he used it, he had the "It's time for a gold rush."
Oh, you're talking
Uh,
about like the gold power, like
the way,
the staff of Triforia, like the short staff that he's
yeah,
got.
that's it. Yeah, and he gave it to he passes it down to Trey or whatever his name is, and
No, he doesn't pass it down to Trey. What it is Trey of Triforia. It's three guys. They're three brothers, and they're all three the Black Zeo Ranger. Like they come together and they become the Black Zeo Ranger. Well, something happens and they have to go back home, so they pass on their power to Jason to become the Black Zeo Ranger and to have the
oh
power
yeah, that's right.
of Trey of Triforia. Then
Yeah,
the power for the Zeo Black Ranger was so strong it was killing Jason. So they eventually had to take it back before it killed him.
yeah, that's right. I liked it, and if I was to like make a way for it to look like, the only thing I think I would really change about how that weapon looks would probably be the three crystals that are on it,
Yeah.
the red ones. Yeah, I'd probably change that to like kind of try to match the aqua blue that
Right.
the suit has, and maybe how it's kind of got that bright, the blade is kind of brighter.
Yeah.
It's like steel colored. I'd probably have that like a Damascus steel look,
Okay. All right. So,
something kind of old like that.
All right. So this next part, this is gonna be, I think this is the last part for Power Ranger section here. The last thing we're going to choose for our build is our Zord, our specific Zord. All right. Because, each Ranger has their own specific Zord that will eventually combine with their team Zord, and bam. So, I'm going to do this on stream. We're going to do some Googling, and we're going to AI this bitch. So, Mikey, starting with you, if you had to have a Zord that looked like any of the Power Rangers from the past Zord, which specific Zord would you choose and what color?
All right. Personally, I want the Dino Thunder Triceratops,
Oh, okay.
but its orange matches the color, like its main color matches the color of my suit.
Okay.
So that kind of like, I guess, darker orange.
How do I spell Triceratops? I can't spell.
Tricera. Should be TOPS.
Okay, that makes sense.
And if I'm wrong, autocorrect should help.
Yeah, let me find that.
Yeah, it's TRICERATOPS. No, I was right. Triceratops. Triceratops.
Okay. Alright, Caleb, be looking up a Zord real quick.
I'm trying to decide because these are really tough. Is this like
Shit,
you said this was like the specific like pieces to it?
No, like just one Zord, but not talking about a
Just one Zord.
Not talking about a Megazord. I'm talking about just the specific Zord. Which specific Zord would you want? But whenever you get it, let me know.
All right, I'll let you know.
And you said the Dino Thunder one, right, Mikey?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking through the list, so you do your thing, take your time with it.
Okay. So here, let me think of mine real quick. This is a hard one, ain't it? This is a good one. So, let me see. What helmet did I say I had? I had the White Rangers. Oh, this is gonna sound cliche as shit. You know what? I'm gonna go with this one just because I thought It'd be cool. I don't know if this will look cool in the Zord though. I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay, no, I got one. So my Zord would be the White Falcon Zord from the Mighty Morphin movie.
Right.
I don't know why. I mean, my whole life, that's been the most nostalgic Zord from my life. I mean,
No, dog, that Zord is heat. Ain't even no shame in that.
The Zord is gas. And honestly, I don't know if you could say this because, you know, we would have to go along and say that Mikey would get all the Dino Thunder Zords because I would like to get both the White Ranger Zords, you know, the White Tiger and the Falcon Zord, but
You will not hear me complain if I get all 3 Dino Thunders.
Well, no, you would get a lot more than that. Remember, they had like a shit ton of Zords in Dino Thunder.
Yeah, they did. They had the headbutt dinosaur. I know. They had a lot.
But that's why we're sticking to just specific one Ranger, or one Morpher. Oh, God dang it, Zord! Damn it, let me speak.
One Zord.
All right, so while we're waiting for Caleb's, we're gonna think of Ridge here. So, would we think? Do you think he would stick with like the Zord? Let me see what is Merrick Zord. Merrick.
His is the wolf, isn't it? Or am I on crap?
Yeah, no, it's. You're right. I'm just looking up. I'm just trying to see what it looks like real quick. Well, he has 3 Zords, technically. He's got a sword, crocodile, and like a hammerhead shark. But I think for Ridge specifically, what helmet did we say for Ridge? I know.
I mean, it was like a version of Trent's helmet.
Yeah, Trent's helmet. So I think we gotta go with like a dinosaur style. I think that like something close to like a dinosaur. I think his sword's not bad. Mercer Zord. Oh yeah, that's a fire thing. You know, fuck it. If he doesn't like it, I don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna give him like.
Damn bad.
Oh no, because I already got the Falcon Zord, so the wings would not make sense, right? Shit. Dude, what weapon did I say for Ridge too? I'm just trying to get some ideas here.
I don't know that we agreed on a weapon for Ridge, but you know, I can see Ridge having. Oh, what was it? Ridge is just. Tell me if I'm wrong, Jordan. We've been on the same wavelength when it comes to Ridge for a bit. I can see Ridge whipping around a staff, smacking people, and going, "No."
Yeah. Oh, what?
No.
Now this is off the whim because she's technically not a Power Ranger in the series, but I think she is a Power Ranger in the comic books at some point. What about giving him Astronomer's staff, like something like Astronomer's staff? Or does that or does it exactly have to look like her big old like triangle at the top? Oh no. I think Ridge has the feather. Like
Oh, I see it though.
Like Trent's feather that he can shoot arrows with at him and stuff like that.
Yeah, I see it.
So I think with that, y'all gonna think I'm crazy. And it's another bird, so I don't know how it's gonna look. I think Ridge is the same style per se as Trent's pterodactyl Zord. but instead of it being a pterodactyl, it's a vulture.
Vulture Zord sounds hardcore to
It's
me.
like it kind of has the style, but it gives like that more sharp, scary vulture feel to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it.
I don't know. Like it sounds weird, but I don't know. It's just I see it with the feather and everything. It could be like and what it thing for the wings on the Zord. You can have it to be like one feather's missing, but it's like the feather off the Zord type shit.
I get it. No, I'm picking up what you're putting down. You're not crazy.
I just have knowledge, I guess.
Like, imagine trying to go toe to toe with some dude, and he's got something called a Vulture Zord. Nah, I'm out.
Right.
Well, to me, Vulture Zord. Like, yeah, I'd be like, no.
Did this motherfucker just say Vulture Zord?
Yeah, it's like, I know he did not just say that shit. Y'all have fun. I'm going home.
All right, so Caleb, now we're waiting on
Yes.
you, big dog. What Zord
Yep.
would you choose?
So this was a really tough decision because there's about 3 of them that I really like. But if I was going to pick one, I would of course have this match my my suit a little bit, because they're not gonna, the one I pick is not gonna say be the same color. It's just not. But for me, it was a split decision. But if I had to really take my pick, I would probably pick the Samurai Star Chopper.
The Samurai Star Chopper. Let's see.
From Ninja Storm.
Samurai what chopper?
Star Chopper. It's the Green Ranger's Zord. Yeah, you see it? It's like the chopper.
It looks like a bird.
Kinda, yeah. But imagine like the white is like the I want the black, the white spaces and the gold. I feel like the white spaces should be like darkened to that Damascus steel, and then the tips, like the gold and the stuff like that, should be the aqua color.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah. I really like, and it was tough because I also was thinking about doing the Taro Chopper or the Taro Zord from Super Dino Charge. I think that's the right one.
The Taro Zord?
I think so. I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
God, I can't spell for shit. What does it look like?
Here, let me
Don't say it to me. I don't have
bring it up again. Yeah, no. Let me just look it up again to make sure that's the right one, because I may have said the wrong, because there's 2 of them that I may have just said the wrong one. Hang on. No, that's not it. Let me see here. It's right here somewhere. I had it looked up. It's let me see, where's it at? Right here. Man, oh no, that's not what it was. It was the is it this one? No, oh no, it's spelled P-T-E-R-A Zord.
P-E-T-R-A, the Petrazord.
No, Terra. That's Terra, like pterodactyl.
Oh, that was stupid.
Yeah. You see it now? The black and gold looking, with the silver kind of in the face. Yeah, you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Okay, so
it was split. It was split
I'm gonna have to change up a little bit for me. Okay, so we can't have 3 flight Zords. So I think I'm gonna go with my second. I'm going with the White Tiger Zord. It's the same
yeah.
The same Ranger. I said I would like to have both of his Zords, so I want the White Tiger Zord, but with the black, platinum, and rose gold colorway. And I want to be able to ride that motherfucker in like it's Fortnite.
Yeah.
But I mean, he does that in the show too. So,
Yeah.
but I think something like the White Tiger Zord would be extra gas.
I thought the
And
Toro Zord for the big bull, the big
yeah,
black bull one. I thought that one was cool too, but I really like the flying ones.
you know, for Ridge, I originally said like a Vulture Sword, but now that I'm thinking more and more, hear me out.
Can I
His
be cheeky real? We may be on the same page here.
okay,
I just want to be cheeky real quick. Gator Zord.
yeah. I wasn't thinking that, but you're right.
Gator
What's
Zord.
the
If not, I can definitely see him having like a Shark Zord
No,
on God.
Wild Force has a Predazord, and it's like an alligator. I think we can rock with that.
I also liked the bike from SPD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the motorcycles were cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's really cool, I thought too.
All right, so real quick, I'm gonna put these all into Gemini, and we're gonna try to let's see what our Zords look like. This is live on stream, so everybody get your goggles ready.
I got my TV muted. I'm gonna bring us up on YouTube so I can see this for myself.
See if I got this right one. Okay. So which one did you want, the pterodactyl or the chopper, Caleb?
The chopper.
Okay, so Star Chopper.
I like the chopper. Yeah.
Mikey, yours was. I think
The
this.
Triceratops.
Yes. Excellent. Okay. Combined. Okay, help me. I can't spell combined. Help me.
What?
COMBINED.
Yeah, my brain flattened out.
Combined.
Yeah. These 4 Power Ranger Zords to make its own Mega Zord with a Power Axe. Okay, so we agree that our Zord's weapon should be a Power Axe.
I agree with that.
I think that'd be cool, like an axe instead of a sword, because we always see a sword. All right, so we're going to combine these 4 Ranger Zords to make its own Mega Zord with a Power Axe. Let's see what we get here, boys. If this is ass for redoing it.
Oh, that's just the
Valid.
standard. What do you?
Ah, damn it! I didn't specifically say in a picture, please.
Oh, it didn't give us a picture. Yeah, because the stream's a little behind on for us. So I mean,
That's where if it does. Oh, here we go. It's generating an image. Ah,
oh, is it?
what the hell?
That
Oh, hang on.
I was about to say that did not sound very good.
Yeah, it did not
Hold
sound
on,
very good.
It's not
just-
bad.
We're waiting.
Whoa, actually, I see what's going on now.
It should be generating it in steps.
It's not bad.
it said, oh, what the heck?
It's not terrible.
I mean, maybe my helicopter was a bad idea.
Huh.
It is a little extra, isn't it?
Let me get some here. Let me get some here. Because I did save a picture of the pterodactyl as well. So
Yeah, you can do the pterodactyl. I mean, and that's fine because that was a hard choice. I really like the helicopter. I really like them both. It was a hard choice. Put it that way.
So we got that one. Let's go with this one.
You're like, clickety clack.
And we go with this one. Combine these 4 Zords to make 1 Mega Zord with an Axe and shield. I'm gonna say a shield too. I think it look cool. Axe and shield in generate the picture and God damn it, big fingers and combine. Okay, let's see what this does.
Well, you have a W after that 1 there.
Wow, that fits it, I think. Oh, who gives a shit? It'll recognize it.
God, I hope so.
It just puts a giant W on the forehead.
Yeah, I was about to say big ass W on the forehead.
Oh, that's better. That's better.
Oh, that sounds good. All right, so yeah, it was my helicopter. I'm sorry, boys. It was my fault. I had a really tough decision to make there. I made the wrong call, apparently.
Imagine it with wings, like pterodactyl wings.
That's actually pretty sweet.
I rock with it.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. You got the tiger on one arm, the gator on the other. I mean, that's pretty sweet. And imagining the pterodactyl wings, that would be pretty sick.
Imagine pterodactyl wings, and imagine instead of that way that shield looks, imagine it's the Triceratops head.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like.
Gosh, I wish we could get to render that.
Kind of like what the blue Power Ranger from Dino Thunder's shield looks like.
You might be able to prompt it to use that image and add it.
We can try it on off camera. So we're not.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might be able to try that later, and then we could like post it up and be like, "This is what we were looking at. This is what we imagined."
But I think that's a good close.
It's pretty good. That's a cool Megazord there.
Yeah. What do you think, Mikey?
I think it looks fucking awesome.
Mikey's like, "Oh, I love it."
Of course, I'd probably change a little
If
bit
y'all
of the
don't-
shoulders, but not. I think it looks as good as we can get it on the AI.
Nah,
Yeah,
fuck it.
yeah.
If y'all don't want it, give me the keys.
You know what I like
I'm a
about the leg
I'm
there?
with this.
If you look at that left leg there, it kind of looks like a you remember the Bionics? How those figures looked?
Yeah.
The Bionicles?
That's kind of yeah.
Yeah, it does look kind of like a Bionicle.
Yeah, Bionicle. That's it. I don't know why I said Bionics.
All right, so we're gonna get on with our night, and we're gonna get to our end. And Mikey, you have anticipated a scary story for us. And like, remember everybody, if you watched last week, this year for spooky season, each episode leading up to Halloween, we're gonna have a horror story based on the Appalachians. Whether it's an original story, whether it's something on Reddit, you name it. So Mikey has created an original story for us. So go ahead, Mikey, whenever you're ready, present yourself.
All right. Listeners, Caleb, Jordan. I was actually doing some research trying to either find a scary story on Reddit that did pertain to Appalachia or something I thought would. I didn't really find a solid story as told by someone else, but I did find a few pieces of scrap information here and there and here and there. And eventually I just kind of compiled it all and pieced together my own. So the source is numerous websites, all of which I have forgotten, but I have also parsed the information I've gotten and put it into my own words, so I am paraphrasing. With that said, let's begin. You ever notice how ghost hunters always find themselves the same kind of places? Old hospitals, mills, coal mines with with half the timbers gone soft. They go looking in for ghosts, but they never ask why the locals stopped going in there in the first place. Well, this story comes out of one of those very same places. Nobody agrees where it actually is, somewhere up near the eastern ridges, near the old bypass that winds towards the Smokies. Doesn't show up on any maps anymore. No atlas, no road maps, nothing. What I did find was a single note in a 1953 land survey. All it really said was former extraction site, unsafe for entry. No coordinates, no name. But folks around those parts called it the Hollow Mouth. I found it while researching Appalachian mining folklore. You know, old tells, Tommy knockers, canaries, the phantom shifts. But this one kept turning up. Different counties, same story. They said it started back in the 40s. One of the canaries down there, the ones they used to test the air, just stopped singing. It didn't die, didn't move. It just sat there, stiff, fluffed up, staring in the dark. The foreman joked about it, allegedly, called it superstitious nonsense, or that the canary apparently saw a ghost. A week or so later, Shaft 2 in the mine collapsed. 5 men made it out. The foreman didn't. When the rescue crew dug through, not only did they find the foreman, they found the canary's cage. It was still hanging by its lamp nail. The door on the cage was open. The bird was gone. Now, the company blames gas exposure, said the miners got spooked by residual fumes, and that's what happened to the bird. As far as the collapse goes, they don't have an explanation for that. But the state surveyors went down weeks later, and they claimed the air was clean. Whether that was the truth or just a line to keep the strip mining rights active, no one knows. But after that, stories really started. Men said they heard whistling from the dark. Not singing, whistling. Some claimed it came from behind them, towards the entrance. Some right over their shoulder. Some, and even more, a bit further down where Shaft 2 was. One miner swore he saw something perched on a rafter beam, eyes like wet coal, head cocked sideways, trying to form words. Some brushed it off as a stray mockingbird nesting near one of the vents. Other men outright quit. The company cycled in new workers, but none of them really lasted that long. One of the last men to leave filed a complaint that still sits in a county archive somewhere. Something's down there. The air moves wrong, like it's breathing. The Hollow Mouth, the mine, was sealed in 49. But you know how it goes. You don't seal a story. Teenagers broke in through the boards, daring each other to go deeper, having parties, spray painting the walls, trying to impress women, or just stupid off liquid courage. Every account that came back mentioned the smell first. Not dust or dirt, but something sweet and a little wrong, like flowers left too long in water. They said the air got heavy on the tongue, almost alive. And that's when they said they'd hear it, that whistle. Soft at first, like wind through a pipe, and then closer. Always closer. Some said if you whistled back, it'd stop for a few seconds, and then start again. Louder. Or was it closer? About 10 years ago, a group of college students from out of state tried to make a documentary about this place they called the Hollow Mouth. Those kids didn't come back, apparently. The sheriff's office found their camera about 20 feet inside the mine, near the point where the air starts to thicken a little bit. The lens on their camera was shattered. Their card partially melted. All they did recover was audio, and I'm sure you can still find the file online if you look long enough. But at the start of it, the short clip of audio, you hear them laughing, like their voices echoing through down the mine, the stone bouncing off the walls. And then you hear one of them say, "Hey, you hear that? Sounds like a bird." And then there's the whistle. Long, broken, wet. And underneath it, a heartbeat. The engineer who analyzed that audio file said the pulse didn't match any BPM signature. Not human, not animal, nothing. Just off. Like it was something trying to remember how to live. After that, the recording cuts. Most people write it off as a hoax or a viral project gone wrong. Maybe they're right, maybe not. There's a lot of information here that doesn't add up. Most of it's folk tale or word of mouth. But it's been said that anyone who rides up the old bypass towards that ridge, the one that used to lead to the mine, if you see lights up that way, don't slow down. Don't stop. And if you do stop, don't listen. Because if you listen, you'll hear it. And if you hear it, run, goddamn you.
Damn.
Thank you for listening.
Man, that was nice.
Yeah, that was really good.
So, what?
Freaky.
Yeah, that was cool. I liked that. I could see that being a movie per se. Like, have y'all ever heard of or seen The Ritual?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Well, it's about these friends who go into the woods, and well, they go on a camping trip because one of their friends had died. He got killed by a robber or something like that, and everything unfolds, and they all get tear each other apart type shit emotionally, and it gets to the point where they get lost, and it eventually gets to the point where a Wendigo comes into play, stuff like that. I think that one of those kind of movies would be one of the coolest things to shoot in the Appalachians. Like, could you imagine? Like, we could make it like there's so many different things that you can make it, but like we could do like a feral person movie, or I think a Wendigo movie would be absolutely insane. Or like a pack of Wendigos, whereas like a pack of Wendigos is like torturing oh my god! Imagine it's a group of friends that stay in a cabin in the Smoky Mountains. Saying they're spending the weekend in Gatlinburg, and they're staying a little bit up the mountain in a cabin, and kind of not like per se Until Dawn vibes, but like give it a Until Dawn kind of vibe, but it be like a found footage style movie, and like it's like Wendigos, and like even like we could have a part where like we see a deer, and like we could, like one of the big selling points of it is being able to see deers in the backyard, and there could be a part where one of the girls could be like, "Hey, look, there's a deer," and like we go to look at the deer, and like the legs backwards and like the head's upside down and shit like that, because
Oh, God.
like, Wendigos.
Hell no.
And like it like runs off on it, like it just stands up on its hind legs and runs off into the woods. Like, could you imagine some shit like that? Like, and we can eventually make it where like we're eventually like fighting the Wendigos per se, and like have to pretty much do what they do in Until Dawn. It's that, and that's like blow up the house with the Wendigos in it.
So
that would be so cool.
I did, like I said, piece all of that together through bits and pieces, tiny little horror stories I had found all over the place, and decided to like kind of weave them together in a sort of Appalachian, the kind of thing that sticks to the inside of your ribs type feeling.
All right.
What did you guys think?
I liked it. I thought, bringing in the
Was there
is a great idea.
Like, was there a specific part to either one of you that especially stuck out?
I like the idea of like bringing in the whistling because that's one thing they say. If you hear a whistle at night, don't whistle back.
It's also like it also ties to coal mines because miners kept canaries if don't whistle in the mines
Yeah,
because if the bird started squeaking or squawking a whole lot, whistling a whole lot, something was wrong.
right.
The air was wrong. You needed to get out.
That's cool.
Or it's like, what was it? One of the other things that miners dealt with, the Tommy knockers.
Yeah.
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 That was something mentioned in what I did. Caleb, what stuck out to
Yeah.
you about the little short story I read off here?
Honestly, right there towards the ending, what really hit me was the beating heart sound of, something irregular. I mean, to me, I'm a big Edgar Allan Poe fan. So to me, that just gave me like that single spot alone gave me the serious creep vibe to that.
Oh, the recording, the found footage bit I stuck in.
Yes, yes, yeah.
You hear word for word is you hear them laughing, voices echoing through the metal, through the halls, bouncing off the stone. Then you hear one of them say, "Hey, did you hear that? Sounds like a bird." There's a whistle, long, broken, and wet,
Yep.
and underneath it, a heartbeat. And then I decided, I was like, you know what? What if an audio engineer tried to figure something out about it, because I can see the police trying to do that.
Yeah.
And then the quote from him didn't match any known beat per minute signature. Not human, not animal.
Yep.
Just off. Like something trying to remember how to live. After that, the recording cuts.
Yeah. That recording was what solidified the creepiness, I think, to that for me.
Hell yeah.
My personal favorite is the end, honestly. But it's been said that anyone who rides up by the old bypass towards that ridge, the one that used to lead to the mine, if you see lights up that way, don't slow down. Don't stop. And if you do stop, don't listen. Because if you listen, you'll hear it. And if you hear it, run.
Hell
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't even say get back in your car and drive. It says run.
just fucking run.
All right, so that was a great story for this week. Caleb,
Yippee.
it's your turn next week.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna have a real slobber knocker for you guys. I've been looking at a few for the past few days and trying to decide which one I like the best. But there's some really freaky, stories out there involving the Appalachia.
Before we go, guys, I want to. Well, we brought it up earlier in the year, but we're going to officially re-announce it for this episode and next episode. That on the October 18th and the 19th, we're not going to 17th, but on the 18th and the 19th, me and Caleb will be at Scarefest in Lexington, Kentucky, at the Rupp Arena. Well, Central Bank Center, but if you know, you know. We were blessed to be invited again to come this year, and we're going to make the best of it. So if you guys see us there, say what's up. We're going to be live streaming the walkthrough, talking with you guys, talking about the convention, hopefully get some interviews with some fans, get some interviews with some celebrities, hopefully see some content creating friends, make some content creating friends, and just have a grand time. We're personally looking to meet a couple people ourselves, so of course we're going to take advantage of that, but we're also going to just take in the environment and enjoy the culture. One thing we like me and Caleb both said at Horror Hound is just like it feels like it is. We both felt like Horror Hound's environment was such so inviting, so comfort feeling, and nobody felt strange there. Everybody felt like we were a part of the same big dysfunctional family, and that's what I love about these conventions is we're all just there to have a good time, and that's about it. But I'm ready to get up there, to see you guys, talk to you guys, meet some people, get some things signed, just spend some money. But
Yes, we're talking about you, David Arquette. We're coming for you
yep,
and for Robert, or for Pinhead as well.
yeah, Doug Bradley.
Yeah, can't forget him. But yeah, I've got a very special thing that I'm getting signed by David Arquette that I think he's not going to see a lot of that being, that it's at a horror convention. So hopefully he's excited to see that someone young like me likes a movie like that.
Right. So I'm going to go ahead and make this announcement. And I think we all probably agree on this. There will not be an episode on the 19th. So this next Sunday there'll be an episode, but not the next one. That way, because me and Caleb will be getting home late. Well, not late, but in the middle of the day, and then we'll both probably have to work or do something the next day. So we're just gonna.
And I mean, plus also we're going to be live streaming our walkthrough, aren't we?
Yeah. So that'll make up for.
So I mean, yeah, to me, like, you guys are going to be getting kind of an early episode in a sense, but it's like, one of those special things. But we're going to try to do it, do it live this time. We'd like to try to do that.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So I believe that's it for the podcast this week, everybody. I mean, has anybody else got anything else to say for the week? Or we all good for the week?
I don't got anything else.
Like, subscribe, favorite, heart, give the bell. Don't give the bell. We don't care. We just need the support.
Well, yeah, like I said, guys, like, comment, subscribe, grab somebody's phone, subscribe for them. Hell, they'll eventually watch us or unsubscribe from us. But as long as we don't know, we won't care.
Engagement is engagement. Damn it.
Yeah, just don't let us find out.
But nah, for real, keep a watch out for next week, everybody. We're gonna think of something nice to do for the next week. Get some brain juices flowing for next week. But if y'all are watching this far, leave a comment. If you got any recommendations, give us some. But if that's it for us, and we'll see you guys next week.